What's poppin', gamers? It is playoffs of the Lost Woods Draft League. I'm in top 8, now playing against Leaf, the guy who started it all. It is going to be one hell of a match. If you want to skip right to that, I don't know why you would, but the timestamp will be below. I'm going to start off by just going over it. Leaf, of course, picked up this team, the Latchkey Kidz, originally called the Cosmic Clefairies, coached by Charlotte. Shout out Charjosho Nation. That's my goat. And did pretty well. Picked up, I think, after week 4, I want to say. So dropped a couple immediately, but won the last 2 to get into playoffs. Didn't make any roster changes, but this team is spooky. This team is very, very scary. Charlotte did a phenomenal job with the draft, just drafting things that they're comfortable with and things that in general in draft are just going to be really good. Of course, the Annihilate with multiple beat up Pokemon. You have the Araquanid, the Rotom Wash, these bulky water types that are just insane to try to break in this format. The Magmortar for your redirection, your Spore immunity, your potential burns with flame bodies. It's so strong. And then, of course, Whimsicott is just obnoxious. Like, it can just do everything. And specifically for this matchup, that Whimsicott and that Overquill, I think, are massive, massive threats to my team. The Overquill especially is really poised to do a lot of damage into everything that I do. So trying to find ways just to kind of deal with some of those Pokemon, and I think I came up with a pretty good 6. So once we get back into the server, and I might blur that out just to like not dox myself, dox the builder, but we're starting out, of course, with these top 3. My 3 best Pokemon, probably, throughout the entire season: Smeargle, Dragonite, Skeledirge. I know the most important thing about this week is that there is a single flying resist on Matt's side, and it's that Rotom Wash. Other than that, I can click my Life Orb, Max Attack, Terra Flying, Terra Blasts into pretty much everything and just take KOs. The Magmortar, if it's max HP, always drops. It needs max HP plus a pretty good amount of defense investment in order to survive this Terra Flying, Terra Blast. The Annihilate drops. Whimsicott drops. The Overquill drops. That is the goal this week, and if I can't do that, then at least I'm very fast to try to get my Encores off, or some Suicide Extreme Speeds if I'm at pretty low health. Smeargle, this is the most classic Smeargle set that I've run all season, I think. The Follow Me Spore, Tailwind, Spiky Shield. Tailwind could be, any number of moves. Fake Out is probably the most common one, but I really need speed control this week, and I don't think that Trick Room is going to be Matt's best way to deal with me. I think Trick Room is pretty difficult for him to set up because his only setters are the Whimsicott and the Gardevoir, and both of those are pretty frail, and neither of them really want to be under Trick Room because my team generally is slower, at least in base speeds, than Leaf's team. So I'm really keying in on him setting up Tailwind, and so I want to try to match that Tailwind and outspeed everything that he's got on his side. Skeledirge is, just in case I can't do that, I do have a slower Pokemon. The Yawn plus Protect and Lefties gives this Pokemon a ton of survivability. My Torch Songs are going to be able to boost up pretty consistently throughout the game, and if I can get to +2, then that Shadow Ball will one-hit KO the Annihilate. The EVs allow me to not be 3-hit KO'd by an unboosted Rage Fist. I am unaware, so bulk up boosts don't matter to me at all. It is just the Rage Fist stacks. So as long as I just don't hit the Annihilate unless I'm KOing it, that is the game plan. It is just, if Annihilate is led, target everything around it, and then deal with the Annihilate in the end with the Skeledirge, with the Dragonite, or with one of these final 3. All of which I'm very excited about. This Meowscarada, I have to bring this week. I need something that can deal with the Rotom Wash, because otherwise that Pokemon can kind of get out of hand for my team. So the Choice Scarf, Flower Trick, if they're super bulky Rotom Wash, they have to be max HP, bold, with a pretty good amount of defense investment, then Flower Trick isn't a guaranteed KO into that slot, but Terra Grass will always KO. and I can Helping Hand with Gothorita, Terra Grass Flower Trick, and if it's modest Rotom Wash, that will just KO. Same idea with the Dragonite. The Annihilate can go, Terra Fire I think is really, really good into my team. So if they go Terra Fire, my Helping Hand, Life Orb, Terra Flying, Terra Blast will still one-shot that Annihilate, even if they've Terra'd away from their flying weakness, which I love. The Arbok is another anti-Annihilate Pokemon. I'm really excited about this. This set specifically was suggested by Colby. Shout out Colby, that's my goat. Gotta make them shiny also. But this set specifically, the Mirror Herb to be able to get my boosts going, because the Annihilate, I will be able to outboost them because I'm starting at +2 while they're starting at +1 if I get the Intimidate off into the Defiant. And because I'm likely faster than the Annihilate, they'd have to run a lot of speed investment to be faster than my Arbok, and if they do that, then they're not going to be bulky enough to take hits reliably from my Dragonite or my Skeledirge. So Arbok, the idea is get to +2, just start coiling in front of this Annihilate, outpace it with his boosts, and eventually I'll be able to deal with it, or I can use Arbok to take care of the entire rest of the team, and then have Dragonite come into the end to just deal with this Annihilate at the very last couple of turns. Important things about the Meowscarada speed tier is that going max speed Adamant Choice Scarf allows me to be faster than it should be most of Matt's team, even when they have Tailwind up. Importantly, they would have to be, I believe it's 132 speed stat in order to be faster than my Meowscarada when they have Tailwind and I have my Choice Scarf. So my Dragonite is just fast enough so that if I can outspeed the Pokemon naturally with Dragonite, I will know that even if they get Tailwind up, or if my Meowscarada for whatever reason is at -2 speed, I will still be faster with Meowscarada, which is super, super important to know. Skeledirge doesn't need the speed. It can work pretty well under the Trick Room that Gothorita might be able to set up. The Gothorita really is kind of that. The Gothorita is really just there to make sure Matt is being honest with his Pokemon. I might bring Gothorita. I've been thinking about like what I want to try to lead game 1. It's really going to come down to what I see in the builder. But the Gothorita immediately next to something like the Meowscarada or the Dragonite puts on so much pressure right away that I think I can get away with that, because I think Matt is going to be very keyed in on the Smeargle and the Dragonite leads. The other anti-Annihilate techs that I have are, of course, the Encore on Dragonite. Assuming I'm faster, I can get to just lock that thing into Drain Punch or Rage Fist or Bulk Up, ideally. Even Protect. All of these things would be great to lock the Annihilate into. And if I can do that, I always have switch-ins, to the attacks. If I lock them into Drain Punch, my Dragonite, my Skeledirge, my Arbok, my Gothorita don't really care. If I lock them into Rage Fist, then my Smeargle can just redirect that forever. My Skeledirge can go Terra Normal. But I also have, the Terra Dark on Gothorita and Meowscarada's natural Dark typing to resist that as well. To beat the Annihilate, though, you might notice, the Meowscarada, the 4 is in defense. The Smeargle has no HP investment. That's for those Drain Punches. I want to try to keep the Annihilate as low as possible and not let it just instantly heal up, using my team as a battery. Because they're going to Drain Punch my Smeargle. I'm Terra Dark. There is no way for them to not Drain Punch this guy. So, I'm not running minimum HP IVs just because, I do have some defensive investment, and if I get the Moody boost to my defenses, then it can actually be not bulky, but at least a little bit more difficult to knock out. But no HP investment here, so that they will get as little HP back from a Drain Punch as possible. Same idea with Meowscarada, is I keep the HP a little bit low, put the defense up so they get as little back there as possible too. Dragonite will be knocking itself down repeatedly throughout the game with Life Orb. I have just a little bit of HP investment there. And then the Skeledirge, Arbok, and Gothorita really don't need to worry about those Drain Punches because of the natural resistances afforded by their typings. So that's the idea there. Last couple of things, the text, the Terra Fire to get around any burns from the Magmortar, Stomping Tantrum to hit Magmortar, Overquill. Triple Axle on Meowscarada one-shots the Whimsicott, which is really valuable. I have so many things that can just cleanly one-hit KO that Pokemon, and I absolutely need all of them. The last thing is this Helping Hand and Gothorita. I'm so excited about. If I Helping Hand Dragonite, Extreme Speed into a no-bulk Cinccino is an 81% chance to one-shot, which I think is so funny because that Cinccino is also extremely low-key, kind of a threat. It gets Triple Axle, it gets Rock Blast, it gets Tail Slap. It can do a lot of damage, and it's really, really fast compared to my whole team. So having ways to reduce that damage, whether that is the Intimidate on Arbok or Meowscarada just trying to knock it off or KO it early, is going to be really valuable. But also, if I can just one-hit KO it with a Helping Hand Extreme Speed, I'm going to do that too. So that is the team. I feel pretty good about it, although I am very nervous because Matt has been saying all day that I'm going to win the set. He messaged me in DMs too and said that he doesn't think there's a way that I can lose if I play the game well with my team. But I do still think that this matchup's a little bit spooky. So I just putting a little bit more pressure. I'm a little bit nervous about how it might end up, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time, and hopefully, we're gonna punch our ticket to the semifinals. This is the first game anybody's playing in playoffs, so we're trying to start off on a good foot. And I will see you when we're about to start the match. Okay, this is round 2 of trying to get this match started. We disconnected during team preview on the first try. I got kicked off of Wi-Fi, so hopefully there are no other major issues. We're trying to sort that out in the new apartment. But what I'd said during the first time through, I was able to kind of think through some thoughts. Immediate reactions are no Overquill, which is awesome. No Overquill is very, very good to see. The rest of the mods all make a lot of sense to bring here. That Cinccino did make an appearance, and I'm very scared of it because it will just break my Focus Sash on Smeargle. But I think I can go still Smeargle D-Knight. Matt did say that he was planning on being he wanted to do some silly stuff. So this is my most anti-silly lead. I am nervous about him getting Tailwind up, so I'm tempted to bring the Goth, but I think it is just these top 4. Because I really, really need something to deal with that Rotom. If it's not top 4, then it's Arbok instead of Meowscarada, but I think top 4 work here. So we're gonna try to get that to put in some work. The good luck, have fun's been exchanged. I also showed off the first time around, but didn't get to show off yet. We're rocking Team Manager, Skeletor, oh my goodness, Sandshrew. Sorry, I was looking at Baby Skeletor sitting right here. And then stars of the show tonight, the D-Knight and the Gothorita, hoping that they can put in some work. Okay, so it is the Cinccino and the Annihilate. That is fine, I think. Because what I want to do is knock out this Cinccino. I want to follow me to redirect any beat ups that he could go into the Annihilate, and I will Terra Blast the Cinccino. I want to try to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. And the Annihilate I can deal with later. I'm also expecting potentially a Terra on the Annihilate. I thought that was going to be Annihilate, but I forgot that I had Terastallized here in this turn. But if Annihilate does Terra, because the thing is, I think Annihilate either protects or Terras this turn. Also, I don't think he's just going to go for it. No, he protects the Cinccino. Okay. Does he protect both? No, he doesn't protect both. Oh, he coached the other guy. Oh, he's Scarf coaching. Okay. 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 That's great. He also, he might not be Scarfed. He might not be Scarfed. There is a chance that, you know, he could be something different. But we're taking those notes. Okay, so Scarf coaching is what we're assuming now. Speed drop is whatever. So I'm gonna follow me again and try to Terra Blast this other guy again. Because if he's Scarfed with Annihilate and locked into coaching, that's absolutely fine by me. That is 100% fine. So whack that you can't redirect coaching. Let's see. I mean, the Cinccino's gonna be faster, and I'm gonna lose the Smeargle this turn, is the problem. But I can at least trade 1 for 1. Okay, no, he's Scarfed. Yeah, because he's faster than Cinccino. Okay, so then we have Cinccino about to act, and it's Rock Blast. Probably Skill Link, but it could be Technician loaded dice. You know, can't really say at this point, but I will just get rid of this guy. Unless it's sashed. I hope it's not sashed. Oh, it's just bulky. Wait, hold on. Why'd that do so little? Okay, no, he is just like super bulky. So we go Masquerada and just knock it out. We go Masquerada and we Flower Trick and we Terra Blast this guy. Okay, yes. And I Terra Blast the Annihilate because I catch whatever switches in. It's a Carter 4. Shadow Wheezy. Okay. Like I mentioned at the intro, a strong chance that this just faints. Because that's going to go into Protect. Terra Blast comes out here. And... no, okay, so it's bulky. Ooh, that's actually really good for me. Okay, it's Citrus. Mag Mortar. It has to be max HP, and it has to be like a lot of defense. If it's that, then my E-Speed still will pick up. So that's all I needed, was Flower Trick into this, and E-Speed here. I may get burned, but I will not, hopefully. Because I think he's Vital Spirit, and I think the burn animation would have already played. Okay, cool. So I get all of these things. That's phenomenal. Okay. I was pretty sure that like I would have also picked up the Cinccino if Annihilate came back out. Because yeah, I think the Cinccino's like super bulky, but I still would have KO'd it, I think. Okay. They go Winds and Ape. Good news is that Skeledirge is very strong here. I will... what do I do? Do I just hard switch to Dirge and like protect? No, I don't think that's the play. No, I think that is it. Because then I scout whatever they lock into. I hard switch to Dirge and I protect. And they can't Encore D-Knight because I can always E-Speed the Whimsicott. They could be Terra Ghost on Winds, which would be annoying. But if they're Terra Ghost on Winds, then Skeledirge beats it. And depending on what they lock into with Ape here, Skeledirge can also just beat it. Because they'd have to lock into like... No, they go Encore. Okay, so it's an immediate Encore. And it is Drain Punch. Okay, so Skeledirge, I don't have to worry about the Annihilate. So I can just Torch Song and E-Speed that slot. They're trying to Encore me into E-Speed anyway. But that's fine. Okay. We should have this. Assuming the Annihilate Leap is actually Choice Scarf. Which, like, I can't imagine a world where it's not. Okay, let's see how bulky this Whimsicott is. Because that did like a third. Okay. A torch. Cool. Okay, they're bulky. Oh, they are maybe max whims. Like max HP, max defense bold. That seems likely to me. How much does Meowscarada take from a Drain Punch? So much. So I do... Well, I Shadow Ball once, right? Just to like... No, I always Torch Song first. It doesn't matter what I do. I can only click E-Speed, that's fine. Hell yeah, it doesn't affect Bucket List. Okay, yeah, and I take a couple more of those. Which is cool, because I Torch Song here, and that's going to make my Shadow Ball KO. It also makes my Torch Song KO, so I don't need to reveal Shadow Ball. But yeah, okay. We got some great information. And we are seeing the Terra. Matt loves to do this, by the way. Terra when he doesn't need to. This game's over. Oh, he's Terra Water. Okay, well that just means I can hit him. I should have Shadow Balled then, I guess. I also should have E-Speeded the Annihilate. That's so funny, actually. I should have, I maybe should have attacked my opponent's Pokemon instead of my own. But I attacked my own because I thought it was funnier. No, I'm actually, D-Knight is kill stealing here. Okay, does differential matter? Or do I want Skeledirge to get the KO? I want Skeledirge to get the KO. Shadow Ball here. And I E-Speed myself again. Because if Alec and Anthony both scrub out of playoffs early, Skeledirge has a chance to become the kill leader after the playoffs. Like if Alec and Anthony both lose, Skeledirge has a really good chance to overtake them as kill leader in the league if I can win like an extra round compared to them. So we're grinding KOs for Skeledirge here. We also learned the Terra Water, which is so good for Meowscarada. Oh, I forgot they were +2 Cinccino. I thought they were just +1, but yeah. Okay. Matt said the Terra Blast damage in a +2 mouse made him think that I was banded. He should have seen Life Orb. But we take those. But we're gonna try to get Skeledirge as many KOs as possible, if I can, because the person with the Pokemon who leads the league in kills after playoffs is getting free entry into Matt's postseason tournament, like Battle of Champions type event. And I think it'd be so funny if Skeledirge just for no reason comes up and steals that title. Okay, so we know that they're Scarfed also, which means that Arbok is like so safe. Arbok's like super free. I can go Goth Arbok, right? I can go Goth Arbok, and if they go fast mode, I can just set Trick Room. Like, if they try to do that, because Trick Room's really strong, Dirge comes again, and it's probably D-Knight, but the Masquerada would also be really nice here as, like, my one fast mon. But I think it is D-Knight. Well, the problem with D-Knight, like, I have to Terra it, and I might want to Terra the Arbok if they bring the Magmortar. Could also be Smeargle. So I can play the Tailroom game, which is really cool. I think Smeargle in the back is really interesting, actually. Yeah, we're going to try this. I've got some wiggle room. I feel pretty good with how that first game went. So I think bringing Smeargle in the back works. I'm going to hope that, like, opening my water bottle isn't so loud. But okay. Okay, yeah, we got so much information that game. We got so much information. We know Scarf Ape. We know that Cinccino is... It's not actually very bulky. It was just a +2 defense. We know that the Magmortar is pretty bulky, and it's Citrus Berry. We know the Whimsicott is very bulky. These are things that I prepared for. Oh, they go Whims Rotom. They go Whims Rotom. Which admittedly I don't love. I would have really liked to catch the Annihilate to get my Mirror Herb. But I will... Yeah, like I don't really have a better thing to do right here than... Oh yeah, because I probably want to Terra the Gothorita here so they don't get taunted. Let's try that. Yeah, I'm going to Terra, I'm going to set Trick Room, and I'm going to try to just Gunk Shot into the Whimsicott. Because I don't want to commit to just, like, setting up immediately if I... I don't want to commit to setting up immediately if I can't, like, actually do things with that. Okay, oh, they set Tailwind. That's awesome. This is probably, like, Volt Switch. No, it's T-Wave. Oh, no. Oh, that's obnoxious. I do hit, though. That's great. Are they Sash? No. Okay, so I get rid of the Whimsicott. And hopefully... Yes, okay, I get Trick Room up. That's incredible. That's a phenomenal start. Yeah, that's fantastic. Thunderwave Rotom sucks, though. Here, I want to make sure I have notes. So it's Tailwind, we know. It's Encore. Rotom we know is Thunder Wave. I just don't want to let, like, I don't want to let everything get paralyzed for no reason. So I'm just gonna Psychic Noise Rotom and start coiling. I think if I get to, like, +1 Helping Hand, Gunk Shot might deal with Rotom. No, but it will deal with the Cinccino. Actually, just +1 should, unless they have, like, a good amount of bulk on the Cinccino. They're Terra Rock. Oh, no. I think you're just going to, like, Terra Rock, Rock Blast. This is why we coil. Psychic Noise is going to come out. We're also going to see... Oh, no, they got Tailwind up. I was going to say, we're going to see who's faster between Rotom and Arbok, but I am just faster. Cool. Terra Rock also means that I can stop in Tantrum the Cinccino next turn, which is very good. Oh, that's Rotom. Okay, Rotom is T-Wave sub. Interesting. Okay, and Rock Blast is going to come out, but I'm at +1. So this isn't the end of the world. That does do a lot, though. But Cinccino we know is Terra Rock. Oh god, that's so much damage. Okay. Cinccino is Terra Rock. I do have to Helping Hand in order for the Stomping Tantrum to KO. Oh, but I just don't have like a way around the Rotom. Three turns of Trick Room. So I'm gonna go out to Smeargle and Protect here. Because I'm worried. I also think the Cinccino might Protect. Okay, cool. I did get that. That's great. Cinccino Protect there is cool, and T-Wave goes into my Protect. Awesome. Okay. That's good. I brought the Smeargle out to try to redirect. The bummer is that, at best, this is like a 56% chance. I guess at best it's a 60% chance, but it's probably, yeah, it's like a 56% chance for stomping to Oko the Cinccino, which I really don't like. Yeah, man, I just really have to keep this Arbok safe, so I have to follow me. And I can follow me. There are 2 turns left of Trick Room. I follow me, and I'm gonna gunk the Rotom so that I can gunk it again next turn. I think if there's T-Wave and... Damn it. Okay, that's really bad. That's super, super bad. Yeah. Oh man, a Spore into that guy would have been so good. Okay, the Rock Blast miss is really good. Okay, and there are lefties. Tailwind does peter out. Speed Drop is good for the last turn of Trick Room, because it means I'll be the slowest thing. Oh, does that mean that I'm slower? I am. Oh no, that's actually really bad, because I was going to try to like Gunk Shot and Spore the Rotom, but I can't do that now. So I'm going to... No, because I'm slower, so I can't set Tailwind either. Oh, how do we do this? I have to follow me and gunk Rotom again. Okay, that's good. How much does +1 Gunk Shot do to Rotom? Like if they're bulky, which they probably are. Because yeah, that's not going to KO. They are very weak, Rotom. +1 Gunk Shot's not going to be enough to deal with the Rotom. Yeah, man, that Protect turn was really bad. I should have just hit the mouse, because I would have redirected anything the Rotom does, and I can take a couple hits from this guy. What was the boost? Oh, defense boost is really good, actually. So I'm going to follow me, and I will just try to Gunk Shot Rotom again. I probably still drop to whatever the Cinccino does. But that miss, the Rock Blast miss was really, really fortunate for me. Because I did just bring no damage. Like, Meowscarada as the 4th over Smeargle would have been incredible here. I just would have, like, not set Trick Room immediately. They do still have Whims. No, they don't. I KO'd Whimsicott. Yeah. So they don't have Tailwind. But I'm the slower Mon. Okay. So we'll see also if Arbok is faster than Rotom. Rock Blast is going to come out. This should still KO because they're Skill Link. Yeah. Yeah, because that is going to be like a 4 hit. Or a 3 hit. Yeah, 4. Yeah. So unless they're loaded dice and they just low roll, but I know, because if they're loaded dice, they're always going to knock out. Okay, so let's hope that Arbok is faster, and let's hope that this does enough. Okay, I am faster. This isn't going to do enough. It does. Okay. Okay. Now we're playing the paralysis game. Well, that's 8. Okay. I think they're going to just Final Gambit Gothorita. So I'm going to try to fake out and Stomping Tantrum this guy. Because if they don't target Goth, then next turn I can protect Dirge Trick Room and hope that that's enough. Okay, do get my fake out off. That's great. And it is Final Gambit Goth. Okay. Now, the thing is, once again, the fake out chip onto my opponent's rock type makes this a much more favorable roll. Either way, I think it should be okay because I still have Dirge in the back. But we got it, baby. Oh, that's what I get for not running a very offensive Arbok, is I get very, very scared in situations like that. But we got it. Okay. Okay, we got it. Game 2 wasn't the prettiest. I was so nervous. But we made it through. Got the dub. Moving on to top 4, baby. Gonna play the winner of Alec and Alex. It's good. That set is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, we're in a unit circle. I forgot. I completely forgot about the technical errors that we had. But oh no, not this one. What's the emote one? Is it this? Yeah. Let's see if he'll do it with me. He left. That's so rude. Oh man, I don't even have like that much to say after that match. I think if we went to it game 3, I would have been okay. Like I left behind like by far my 2 best Pokemon in this matchup, and he also brought 0 Meowscarada answers because his Cinccino was Terra Rock and his Annihilate was Terra Grass. So like game 3, I think I just do the same thing, except like turn 1 I just click like Tailwind with Smeargle, and we just go from there. Yeah, I can just click like Tailwind with Smeargle, and D-Knight can just pew, 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 pew. And the things that D-Knight can't do that to, Meowscarada can. I'm interested on why he didn't Terra Rock in game 1 after he saw that I was clicking Terraflying Terra Blast into that slot. But I mean, he lived anyway, and he actually didn't end up getting that much use out of his Terra that game, so that would have been nice to have for him. But it really would have only helped against the D-Knight, because Meowscarada was always going to come in. And because of the handy dandy Choice Scarf, I was going to come in and I was just going to knock it out. Thank God Arbok is the best Pokemon in the world. Shout out Colby for making me trust this guy again. A little bit bummed that I couldn't get my Mirror Herb to activate, but a win's a win. And we had an extended top 8, so we're playing really, really early in the week. The week extends through the rest of this week and next week. Top 4 is going to start, I think, on like the 21st, if that's Monday. So there's going to be so much time before before my next match, so I can kind of chill out and focus on Baltimore this weekend, which is really good. That was really the goal, was just to try to like get this out of the way, so one way or another, either my season's over or I can hang out for like a week before I have to start prepping for either Alec or Alex, because I think they're playing next week, like a week from today, next Wednesday. But yeah, it's all business. That's the thing. I played it pretty fast and loose week 8. From here on out, this is business. This is giving Sandshrew what he's earned. Both the KO that he rightfully earned in week 1, and I will never shut up about. It's the one thing in this league that I'm legitimately like a little bit upset about, is that Sandshrew doesn't have a KO on the official leaderboard, because knocking out, friendly fire or whatever doesn't count for KOs, which I think is a silly rule. And he's earned it. My guy right here, this guy earned it. This guy carried us, but this guy earned it. That's who we're doing it for. Also, the homies in the back. But we're gearing up, buttoned up, ready to go. We're bringing it home, baby. See you on top 4.